Hello guys and welcome to the channel. So we did have a few players in an interview talking about important topics, and we also need to talk about these important transfer updates that have been announced today, and we are going to discuss all of this right now. So Messi did speak with La Liga recently, and I don't know if Messi did this interview yesterday or it was pre-recorded or if it was done anytime within the past 2 to 3 days, because he is on vacation. He is in Argentina, so seeing this interview come out was a surprise to me. So he did speak about Eto'o, and he was reflecting about what Eto'o said to him about 10 to 11 years ago, and he was saying that Eto'o told him that once Messi starts scoring, he will not stop scoring. And then Messi was talking about his goal scoring achievements and how he's like the top scorer of La Liga, and he's saying that it was very nice to have that honor, but yet he was still claiming that he was less focused on scoring goals and more concentrated on the game. And then after that, Messi did speak about his free kick strategy. He's been saying that he studies how goalkeepers tries to defend free kicks, and I thought that was very interesting because I did not know that Messi really studies free kicks, and now I know why he's so good at it. But he did say in the interview, it's true that I have been studying goalkeeping a bit more lately, and above all, when taking free kicks, I watch to see if the keeper moves. If he takes a step in either direction, it's all about learning and training. I have been improving my free kicks with practice. Now, I want to lean in this a little bit more because what I'm about to show you is something I believe is very important to take note of. Now, we all know Messi's the best free kick taker in the world and arguably one of the best ever to do it. And if we look at the past 4 seasons in Messi's career, in the 2016-2017 season, he scored a total of 37 league goals. 28 of those were open play and 2 were free kick goals. And then we moved to the 2017-2018 season, the same thing, 34 league goals, 26 open play, 6 free kick goals. Then if we look at the bottom, 36 league goals, 25 open play, and 6 free kick goals. Then we can see the current season, he has 13 league goals, 7 open play, and 4 free kicks. And so why am I showing you these stats? The reason why I'm showing you this is because Messi's open play goals are starting to go on a decline, but his free kicks begin to grow every season since 2016. And this is not any conspiracy theory. I know for sure Messi is well aware of this stat and what is going on, and this is not something we should be worried about. This usually happens because of age, because sometimes maybe he's not available to make that run to the box to score because his body is just too slow, and that's fine because it's happening to Ronaldo and sometimes even to Aguero. It happens to every player. But there's 2 important key points that I want to talk about when I'm talking about these stats. Number 1 is Messi continues to adapt in the game in order to make an impact in the game, and that is what great players like him do. For example, when you are at war and your gun finally runs out of bullets, you will take a different weapon and continue to fire bullets. It's not the same weapon, but it's the same damage, and that is what Messi is currently doing, and that is what we're going to see Messi do the most, which is score a lot of free kick goals and see him improve in the free kick game within the next 2 to 3 years, because Messi knows that he can't score as much goals as he used to on open play. So what does that mean? That means that he's going to try and perfect his set pieces. But now my second key point is, what does that say for Barca? Yes, his free kicks are going up, but why are the open plays taking a dip? So if we look at these stats here in the 2016-2017 season, this is only for La Liga. I'm not talking about the Champions League or any other titles. This is just about La Liga. Messi scored 28 open play goals and Barca scored 87 open play goals throughout that whole season. In the 2017-2018 season, Messi scored 26 goals and Barcelona scored 78 open play goals. In the 2018-2019 season, which was last season, Messi scored 25 open play goals and Barca scored 64 open play goals. And what really bothers me about this stat is that as Messi's open play goals continue to decline as we go throughout these seasons, so does Barcelona's open play goals. And that's something that Barca should really be worried about and take note of, because once Messi goes down, does that mean that Barcelona is going to go down? If Messi goes, where do we go? Now I want to speak about Jong, who also had an interview yesterday. He spoke about his former teammate Messi'S to Telegraph, and he said Ligt can play for Barcelona in the near future. Jong told Telegraph, going to Italy does not alter the fact that he can play for Barcelona in a few years time. He made the right decision. He is doing well in Turin. So for those of you who don't know, Messi'S was supposed to come to either Juventus or Barca or Man U. He was linked to a lot of clubs, but mostly Barca and Juventus, and he chose Juventus. And since he started playing for Juventus, he's been struggling to play in Italy. The media and people have been saying that he made the wrong choice. He should have came to Barca. People are now saying he shouldn't come to Barcelona because he made his choice to choose money over legacy and stuff like that, right? But honestly, in my opinion, I think Ligt will succeed in Juve eventually because he's only 20 years old. He's still young. He just needs to adapt. He did sign a 5-year deal with Juve, but I believe that he's only going to be there for about 3 seasons seasons. And then after those 3 seasons, I can see De Ligt leaving Juventus to join De Jong in Barcelona. We also have an aging Piqué, which means that I know Barca is going to be looking for a defender soon, a long-term replacement for Piqué in 2 years' time, which will be the perfect time for De Ligt to finally start considering a move away from Juventus. So as of now, I don't think he's going to come in the 2020-2021 season. I don't think he's going to come in the 21-22 season, and maybe he might join us in the 2022-2023 season. That's just my opinion. I don't want him to come right now. We do have a lot of center backs. We have Lenglet, Umtiti, Piqué, Todibo, and so let's see who we can use now and then worry about him later in the future. Now I want to move on to Carlos Aleñá. It has been officially announced that Carlos Aleñá will be joining Real Betis on a 6-month loan, according to Diario Sport. It says here, there is a total agreement from all parties. According to the report, it's simply a matter of official documents being approved before an announcement is made. So he will be joining Real Betis, but he will come back to FC Barcelona in the summer of 2020. So yeah, right now they're just approving some official documents so the club can announce his short departure. So expect something on Twitter soon. This loan feature will not feature any buyout option because Barca does plan on utilizing Aleñá in the future, and I'm glad that they put that little clause inside the contract. And I think this is a great move for Carlos Aleñá and Barcelona because one, Aleñá is finally going to get the minutes he deserves and the experience that he needs in order to improve as a player, and it's a great move from Barcelona because the last thing we want to do is let go of Aleñá completely. And I'm glad that it's only 6 months because our midfield is really saturated right now, and we all know that at least 2 midfielders from FC Barcelona are going to leave in the summer of 2020, which is the time that Aleñá is going to be back. So it's a perfect strategy from Barcelona. I like it. It's a perfect plan, and I just wish a lot of luck for Aleñá, and I wish him injury free for these 6 months. But now this leads me to my last topic. Now that we do have Aleñá heading to Real Betis for 6 months, we need to speak about Vidal because multiple reports have claimed that Barcelona and Inter are having a little price disagreement for Vidal. Barcelona are asking for 20 million, meanwhile Inter wants to get him for 12 million euros. So there's a $8 million difference between the two. Honestly, I would have said to Barca, like, yes, stand up strong, ask for the 20 million for Vidal because we don't want to sell Vidal for cheap. Vidal is a good player, so we should get the value from him. But now that Barcelona has let go of Aleñá for these 6 months, we will need Vidal in our team for the next 6 months. We will need those reinforcements, meaning that we shouldn't pay attention to any club. We need to keep a hold of Vidal. Even Valverde did express that Vidal is very important to our squad, and even I think that Vidal is important to our squad because not only does he track back and defend and likes to make these assists, but he does score goals, and he has scored the same amount of goals as Fabregas back in 2011, and we haven't had a midfielder who scored this amount of goals in a very long time. So I believe that we should keep Vidal for these 6 months. I just don't see the club letting go of Vidal anymore. I think that we can officially say that Vidal is going to stay throughout this winter break and complete these 6 months that are left in this season. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. That's it for today's daily news. I'm glad that we finally got some answers for some of these players because there has been a lot of back and forth going on with this club wanting to buy him and this player wanting to go to this club. So I'm glad that we're officially getting some announcements. So yeah, I'm going to continue covering whatever happens in the club in here in this channel. So subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time.